Hey there, how do? Look at you, keep coming back for more of my amusing anecdotes on the news. Good for you, thanks a lot. Thanks for liking my page, by the way, helps me out a lot. This is Buddy Wayne Perdue here, taking a gander at the news as I like to do from time to time. Let's see, got my iPad notes here today instead of I'm saving the trees by not printing it. See what I'm doing? Let me see here, a little science news here, what we got here. Recently, scientists discovered a very unusual fish that lives in the dark depths of the ocean. It's the darkest, blackest fish they've ever discovered. The Anoplagaster cornuta, cute little name there, absorbs almost 100% of the light that hits its skin. So makes it pretty much invisible down there where hardly any sunlight penetrates. So, and there are a few other species that have this dark camouflage, but this one is so black that the Biden administration spent $60 million on a fleet of old submarines to go down there and register them to vote. So you Republicans are going to be in trouble if you don't try to close that fish gap there. But I don't think Donald Trump likes fish. At least he don't look like it, unless it's maybe a McDonald's fillet of fish or something. But I don't think that's going to help. Anyway, by the way, that's as political as I'll ever get. You're not going to see Buddy Wayne taking sides because, you start talking politics pretty soon. Granny's out on the porch with the shotgun telling you to get off her land and all that stuff. Anyway, what else we got going on? Looks like summer's almost over already here, and the kids are going to start going back to school again. But looks like with the COVID-19 spikes happening, they're going to start most kids online again. Now, hopefully they get their act together because that was a big old Charlie Foxtrot, to say the least, when they closed school down towards the end of last year. I know because I got 2 daughters in school. But, this time they seem to be doing a better job recreating the at-school experience for the kids that are doing it online. For instance, my younger daughter has a bully coming directly to the house, so that's going to be a time saver, I think. Also, we had the lunch lady over the other day, and she took out all the healthy stuff we had, threw it in the trash, and replaced it with a bunch of Hot Pockets and pizza and stuff like that. So that's getting chocolate milk. So that's cool. When they do go back to the actual brick and mortar school, they plan to recreate the Zoom experience. They got to ease them into things. So they're going to have some of the teachers' husbands accidentally walk behind them in class in their underwear. So they got some good plans going on this year. So here's another thing. Okay, now it looks like this is not going to happen. I saw a recent update, but last year, maybe 2 years ago, the Pope was talking about maybe allowing priests to get married, ordained priests and whatever, bishops and all that, maybe even nuns, I don't know. They're going to allow them to get married. And I thought that was a pretty good idea myself because, I know a lot of men they don't want to go into that line of work because they may want to get married to a girl or a guy. Who knows? Matter of fact, a lot of the priests are gay. And I think if the Pope were to let that happen, you probably have, probably most of the priests would marry most of the other priests, like the first week. And then maybe some of the straight dudes left over, maybe they want to marry a nun, perhaps. People who work together. They work in the same line of business, like actors start dating each other. Oh, maybe priests and nuns will get together. Who knows? Priests and priests sure get together. So maybe priests and nuns, they'll get together too. Now, I bring this up because it might be cute getting them one of them traditional little wedding invitations from a priest who's going to be marrying a nun. Father Dan marrying Sister Janine. They'd be registered at the 99 Cent store, probably. But, I'm sure they'd settle into being a married couple just like everybody else, and she'll probably have a lot of annoying habits, but all he's got to do is just gather them up, take them down to Goodwill. I like that joke. Anyway, he'll be saying stuff like a year or two in, she burns holy water. How can you burn holy water? I ask you. And how mother-in-law could be, and that's pretty nice, but mother-in-law can be pretty bad. Imagine having a mother superior-in-law. Watch out is all I gotta say. your wife, if she's a nun, she used to be married to Jesus. You know, that was her husband, and you can try living up to that, guys. You know, I'd take down all the Jesus paintings too. I'd have to, you know, walking through the house looking at my wife's ex everywhere. So those have to come down. She'd be comparing him to her ex too all the time. You know, Jesus never got drunk at Applebee's and had to take Uber home. You know, Jesus never wanted me to do that with the rosary beads. You know, so anyway, I say mazel tov to y'all if you're gonna get married. Anyway, that's all for me this time around. I'll be back with more news as long as the creek don't rise. And so right now, this is Buddy Wayne saying arrivederci for now.